never mind, excuse me, shorty on my page. It's a wrap for you. Hello beautiful besties and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, I'm Cheraye. Welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much and welcome back besties. Today we are talking about gourmand, sexy fragrances. But you guys, I divided the category into two. I have 5 that are good to chill in the house, Netflix and chill, lay back, real relax. And then I have 5 that I try to wear in the house and they weren't having it. If you want to hear more, please continue to watch. Here on this channel, I cover fashion, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle, all things fancy and fabulous dwelling. So if that sounds like something that you'd be into or want to become a part of, stop what you're doing. Drop me your scent of the day. Let's make it interesting. Drop me your favorite gourmand scent. I like to know, what are you rocking these days? Also, if this seems like your vibe and your zhush, go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. Don't stop there. Hit the bell. It's gonna alert you every single time there's a new video on this channel. And if you really want to become a bestie, go ahead and come over, slide in the DM, and say hi on Instagram. You guys, tonight I was so excited because I was so ready to go out. I was like, wow, it's Friday night, guy, I'm getting ready to go out. Hello? The rain was like, no, you're not. It is pouring down raining. I put my camera up here in front because I had to see when the camera was cutting off. So if you see me look here, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm happy to see you, but I'm just trying to make sure we're in focus, okay? So anyways, you guys, yeah, I was like all excited. I was ready to go out. It's been a long week. I worked out all 5 days, hence the hair. So I thought I was gonna get this hair. We're gonna get to the fragrance, I promise. But I thought I was gonna do my hair like this and it was gonna be easier. Not the case, not the case, not the case. But anyways, yeah, so I was like, okay, well, we got a little bit of sunlight. So if you see the lighting disappear, what have you, it's like dark clouds right now rolling in, so whatever. But anyways, I am so happy to see you. So thank you for spending this Friday night with me or whenever you choose to see it. I'm gonna tell you about the ones that I've been wearing in the house and how they've been. But before I do, let's start with this one here. Now this is Cardamom Mimosa and this is by Jo Malone. This is one of my favorite fragrances from Jo Malone. This is actually the first one that I ever picked up. I'll never forget, I was at the Orange County Mall. It's really not like a mall. I mean, it is like it's just all the luxury department stores, and I absolutely love it because it's all in one place and it's not outside like it is in Beverly Hills. So if it's raining or you have weather like this, you can still go out and shop. But I walked past Jo Malone and I went inside and I picked it up. I smelled this one and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. So this is not really on the list. This is like an honorable mention. It's kind of gourmand in my opinion. It's cardamom, it's mimosa, it's beautiful, it's sweet but not too sweet. So my reasoning for bringing this up, like, girl, why are you telling us about it? Because this would be good for wearing out or it will be good for staying in. So this could just fit the bill. It's not too in your face, it's not gonna disturb the peace, and it's super, like, it's a calm, chill kind of sexy. Like, do you wanna go there? Well, we could, what you wanna do. It's one of those. All right, I move. Okay, let's start with the ones for in the house. And then we're gonna get to the ones that didn't allow me to be in the house. It was like, where are we going? They were just like purring. I woke up out of my sleep and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Rude Smoking. This is by BDK. This is absolutely beautiful. Everything is gonna be linked in the description box. I do have a 20% off discount code. I did receive this from Soy Vanguard, so should you want to pick it up, use the link in the description box, use the 20% off. It might be 30, always check, but it definitely will be 20. This is good. I sleep in this all the time. It's comforting. It's a little sexy. It's a little smoky. It's got some cherry in the beginning. It gives that Dr. Pepper kind of feel, a little bit close to Love Don't Be Shy, some have said. I can see that somewhat, but it's a little bit more to me. It's not Love Don't Be Shy is like really marshmallowy and creamy, and more than creamy and marshmallowy. In this, I get more fizzy and smoky and like more Dr. Pepper. A few of the notes are tonka bean musk, and it does have orange blossom. This is really good. I get a moderate longevity for this. If you wanted to mix this with anything, I have not mixed this with anything and it has gone like to the left. Everything I've mixed this with, it's been like spot on. It's been really good. Just about everything that I'm sharing with you today, I've mixed this fragrance with. This is like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I've just mixed it with about everything. So if you're looking for something to pick up and you love the cherryness, go ahead and think about adding this to your collection. I move on. Now this one is different. I've been sleeping in this like crazy. When I first got, I think I've been talking about this like crazy. When I first got it, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's okay. I don't know if I really like it. Even one of you reached out and you were like, Cheraye, how do you like it? How do you like it? Or a few of you. And I was like, yeah, it's okay. The more I begin to play with it, and that's why it's so important. I always tell you guys, I'm gonna play with these fragrances, and whatever I discover different, I'm definitely gonna come back and let you know. So I have played with this. This is about my second or third video coming back to let you know. Cream Chiffon by House of Sillage. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a beautiful whipped cream, vanilla. It's creamy, it's rich, it's decadent, it's delicious, it's gourmand, it's like edible. This is so good. It's got a little bit of brown sugar in it. I need to spray this on me. I'm just gonna smell good. I'm not going nowhere. I might try and go to dinner, but you didn't hear that from me. Just, just from the house, in the garage, to another garage, to the restaurant, then back. You know what I mean? That's not too much. I might be able to get an umbrella and keep it all together. But yeah, this one has white musk in it. This is really good. I would say check out their website. They oftentimes have amazing sales. You might be able to find this for like 50, 40, 30% off, even 60 sometimes. I do have my link in the description box should you want to pick this up. But this right here is so uber good. It's so nice for just chilling. I get in the bed after a long day. I put this on, I douse this. And I douse this like by my headboard so that it smells good. And it's just so comforting. It's so good. If you haven't tried Cream Chiffon by House of Sillage, I would highly recommend it. This is a very delicious, decadent, can go there kind of fragrance. I'm just saying, very seductive, but in a very soft way. Like I'm coming in, I'm doing a lot. You don't really see me like that, but you will. It's one of those. I move on. Another one that's really good, and if you follow me on Instagram, and if you're not, how can you even say we're besties? If you follow me on Instagram, I try and do it at the end of every night. I try and take after I take my shower, I take a picture or tell you guys about the fragrance that I'm wearing for the night. And this particular night, or I have been sleeping in Hypnotic Poison. And I wasn't really reaching for it like that, to be honest with you, in all honesty. When I picked it up in Sephora and I smelled it, I was like, oh, this is good. Okay, I really like it. I had heard a lot about it, but more than anything, you guys, I used to love Snow White when I was growing up. And she always had that apple that kind of looked like this. So I was like, oh my God, there it is. So it's kind of nostalgic reasons for me for even owning this, but I've been sleeping in it and it's so good. It's so good. It's got a plum note in it. It's got some vanilla in it. It's kind of in the beginning like soft, but it lingers on the body and the dry down. Okay, it's the dry down for me. It's got some coconut in it. It's got sandalwood. It's got musk. It's got almond. This right here is a beautiful, decadent, gourmand fragrance, in my opinion, Dwelling. And I think it's absolutely fabulous. And another good thing is it won't break the bank. I move on. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here because I know this is on everybody's gourmand list, but it's not without good reason. This is beautiful. This is Kayali Vanilla 28, and it is absolutely amazing. I always tell you guys, Keitra is the person, Fab Finds by Keitra, who introduced me to Kayali, and I have been hooked ever since. I have been rocking this. I know. My bottle is super dark, but I mix it with everything. That's what, oh God, I could just spray some on. I told you, oh God, it's good. Brown sugar, vanilla. This right here is good. This is another one that you can mix with anything. This I mixed with Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Thank me later. This and Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Thank me the next morning. I'm just saying, it's just that good. This is another one that is an easy reach. It's good for chilling in the house, hanging out in the house. It's good for going out. It's good for pairing with other fragrances. So sometime when you're saying, I want to add a vanilla fragrance to my collection, a lot of times I will tell you to add this one because this one can fit the bill for so many different occasions, to be worn with other fragrances, to be layered, to be a base, or to just wear on its own. It really is that good. That is Kayali Vanilla 28. It will be linked in the description box below. I move on. Now this one was on the fence because it's hot, it's heavy, but it's really not, but it's a little spicy, but not really, but it's uber sexy. And I wore this in the house and I wore it out. And when I wore it in the house, I was like, okay. It didn't give me like, oh, I need to go out like some of these have done. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am purring like nobody's business. This was sweet, it was sexy, and I am talking about Christian Dior Vanilla Diorama Dora. This is so uber good. I have not had this in my collection long. I told you guys when we picked it up, I'm not spraying anything on here, and I'm still tracking my steps. Something about this is just giving me masculinity vibes. I don't know. I think it's because my guy wore it, and when he wore it, he smelled so sexy. So when I smell it even on me, I just can't help but think about him. So I guess it was a good night. I'm just saying, I guess it was a good day. Mind your own business. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mind your own business. But this right here is good. Man, woman, boy, child, human can pull up and rock this fragrance. Girl, guy, this right here, if you have not tried it, I would highly recommend it. Do you guys want to know something else? I have always purchased this size because I didn't know that they have a smaller size. Had I known that, because I don't reach for it as often because I'm always trying or smelling something else or trying a new fragrance, I would have got a smaller size. So the next one that I buy that's on my list is coming up. I forgot the name of it. If I can think of the name of it, I'll insert a picture. But with spring and summer coming up, it was one that they launched last year, I believe, towards spring and summer. I want that one in my collection. It is so good, so fresh, perfect for summer. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna link it. But this right here, good. I move on. Let's move into the hot and the heavy. Okay, these ones here are gourmand fragrances as well. Gourmand meaning edible, sweet, decadent, delicious, juicy, even if you allow me to say that. But they weren't for chilling in the house. Not for me. Now let's say that too. Fragrances are subjective. I have to say this a lot, you guys, because some people are new, and I pride myself on trying to give you as much information as possible. Not all fragrances are going to react or get the same response on each person. So this is what they're doing for me. I do not know how they are going to perform and what they are going to give to you. This is my opinion, and this is what I'm feeling. So you could take it with a grain of salt, but always know I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay, back to the fragrance. Okay, so this one here is Bon Parfumeur. I worked with them, I believe, last year or 2 years ago. This is amber and iris and like sandalwood. This is so uber good. It is a beast. This is getting on you. It is holding you tight, and it is never letting you go. It is like holding on. You're like, get off. I washed my clothes. It's still on here. I had some PJs on Monday, and I still was able to smell them on Tuesday night when this fragrance was on since Monday. I sprayed it on Monday. Tuesday night, I was going in to do the laundry. I was still able to smell it. This is a beast. If you have not tried Bon Parfumeur, they have some amazing fragrances. I would highly recommend checking them out. They're a niche brand. They're over in Paris, and their fragrances last. Okay, the fragrances last. I move on. What were you thinking? I put this on and I was like, what were you thinking? Because I was wearing the original one and I was able to sleep in that or like hang out in the house in that. I was good. But not Goddess Intense. Not Goddess Intense. I wasn't able to do it. With Goddess Intense, it moved just a tad bit differently. It's hot, it's heavy, it's spicy, it's kind of warm. It's definitely giving you date night, take me out night, winter vibes, cold vibes, best longevity ever, sexy, bold, strong. These are all the words that I wrote down for this fragrance. Signature scent worthy, definitely gonna grab your attention. Jasmine, it has vanilla, benzoin. It's a beautiful fragrance, but it is a beast. It is not one to be played with. And I oversprayed it. Stop. I know. I wasn't going anywhere, but I get carried away. When I get in my hand, it's like, you know what I mean? I go in and start down, go all the way up. I have a good time with my fragrances, okay? So I went in, and then that night, I was like, I can't sleep for nothing. I just kept going, oh God, I just feel like I should be doing something. So this is not one to sleep in. It is a beautiful fragrance, but I would recommend going out in it. But hey, you do you. This is what I got from it. I move on. Another one. These are all kind of spicy, I see. Maybe that's what it is. This one here I put on, and I made this mistake twice. If you guys watch my story time, you know I shared with you about tobacco mandarin. So I don't know why I did this. I did this twice. I put this particular fragrance on, and I slept in it, and I was like, oh my gosh, never again. It was like purring and growling all night long, but I didn't think it would be, because it is one of the most prettiest vanilla fragrances that I have in my collection. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally sleeping in this. And when I put it on, I was just like, oh God, I was restless. I wanted to go out. So the next, I don't know, months later, I reached for it again and I put it on. And I'm like, you can't wipe it off. This is Nisha May and this is Ani. You're not wiping this off. It wasn't going anywhere. I put on here, it says it's for spring. I get all year round. I can wear this all year round. It's got ginger, bergamot, it's got some pepper in it. That's where the hot and the heaviness. It's got black currant, it's got patchouli down in the base. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything, but this, oh God, but it's so good. And here's the other thing, because I'm wearing my fragrances, right? And then I have a collection that my guy and we shared. I don't really do man, whatever, but I know it's got some masculine men fragrances. But whatever I wear, I tell him, hey, you can wear this too. So try this out. So I had him wear it. And now what I'm noticing is that all the fragrances that I'm having him wear, whenever I get ready to go rock them and reach for them, I'm like, I'm thinking about you. It's supposed to be about me. It's always about me. Like, but this right here, another one, you guys, most of these, or a lot of these, now let me not say most of these, but a lot of these, a few of these, I have discount codes for. So make sure you check out the description box if you want to save a few coins. Just putting it out there so that you know. This one here you can pick up at Soy Vanguard, 20% off. But this right here is really good. It is extremely long lasting over here on this side. Okay, it is extremely long lasting. It's sexy. It's hot and heavy though. It's definitely hot and heavy. I move on. Another one. Now this one here, I tell you guys all the time, if I don't know, I don't know. And if I can't compartmentalize it, I can't compartmentalize it. I have found a place for her, honey. I have found a place for her. Sugar Patchouli 64, OMG. Vanilla Royale. This was not a vanilla video, but it seems like all the fragrances in the video had a ton of vanilla in them. Okay, if you see vanilla on the title, I changed it to vanilla gourmand fragrances. That's why I did it. We've experienced this together. You don't need to tell everybody. But anyways, yeah, this is really good. It has a creme brulee. The notes are right here. It has golden rum, creme brulee, royal oud, sugar patchouli. When I first got it, I was like, what in the world? Like, I don't understand. It's so good. It's so good, but it's time and place. This is not for me in the house. This is for me when I'm going all the way out. And this is for me when the weather is really cold. Like right now, tonight, if it wasn't raining and I was really gonna go out, I could reach for something like this. And I am gonna say this. It could be worn alone. I even put this in a video that I got coming up. I'm not gonna tell y'all the name of it because shorty on my page. Never mind. Excuse me. Anyways, but if you got that, you got it. Hit the like button. Let me know you got it. Leave a wink. But anyways, this right here can stand alone on its own. It doesn't need any help. But I find that I like when I mix it with something and I give it a little sweetness, something cherry, something like this, giving it a little bit more vanilla because this is kind of spicy. This is really hot. This is heavy. This is intense. This is in your face. This is beast. So I like to mix it with something like this. Tom Ford Lost Cherry, even Rouge Smoking would do, just something like that. Even this one here, Cream Chiffon would do something in the sweeter realm. Even this here, you could just mix it with anything. Okay, it's a great mixer. So you can mix it with Vanilla Diorama from Christian Dior as well. It mixes really well. Oh my gosh, it's good though. And you know the memory that I have with it. In case you guys don't know, remember on New Year's Eve, that night, my guy and we went out. Remember, we got the hotel and everything, and I took you guys with us, and I was like, what am I gonna wear tonight? So remember, I wore this and the Karma Sutra, and then I had Alien Goddess, the original, with me as well. Or did I have the Intense? I think I had the original. I can't recall. It's on my Instagram. But this right here is good. I have found a place to compartmentalize it. I have found a place to use it in my life, and it's good. I'll even say good. It took me a minute. It was like Fenty. Now I found time and place and compartmentalized it, and I like it. I move on. I tell you the truth. I'm always gonna come back and let you know if my feelings change. This next one is newer to my collection, and it is so uber sexy. I love it, and I gotta start wearing it really quickly. I mean, I've already worn it like 4 or 5 times, but it's getting ready to be hot soon. You know, I'm getting all these out because we're getting ready to move into spring, and I'm getting ready to get some new spring fragrances. So here's what we have. This one here, Frustration. The bottle is absolutely beautiful. I know I've done TikToks, Reels, everything under the sun about this fragrance, you guys, but I absolutely love it. It is gorgeous. And in case you can't see it, as I already stated for the 15th time, it's gonna be linked in the description box below. And hold that thought, I have a 10% off discount code with Twisted Lily should you want to shop this and pick it up. And the thing I love about Twisted Lily is that they do have samples. You know, I am a girl that will encourage you to try before you buy. It's not my money. I'm not trying to tell you how to spend your money. I'm just a friend looking out for a friend. That's it. They have discovery sets. They have all type of other ways that you can explore fragrances without breaking the bank. So inside of this one, you guys, it is a woody fragrance. It's got rum, it's got cumin, it's got vanilla, it's got cinnamon, labdanum, it's got a bourbon vetiver in here, it's got chestnut. This right here is, I gotta spray it. Where are you gonna spray it at? Here, right here, because you never know what might happen. Oh God. It be like that sometimes. Oh, it's good. See, the thing about it is, and let me know if you're like this, like I could like a lot of fragrances, but when I love a fragrance, it hits different. And the makeup and characteristic of this fragrance right here is speaking my love language. I like it hot, I like it heavy, I like it bold, I like it strong, I like it to command attention, to take attention, to captivate attention. And this right here is doing all that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh God, it's good. That's how I am. When I find a fragrance I love, you will know it because I will talk about it on the channel all the time. And I just have to be real with you. If I'm reviewing a fragrance, I'm reviewing it. I'm telling you about it. If I happen to fall in love with it, I happen to fall in love with it. But if I go out, purchase it, put my nose on it, and buy it, it's a wrap. What is that say? Ooh, it's a wrap for you, baby. You guys, I have to stay off TikTok. Anyways, all right, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my channel today. I truly appreciate you. Don't forget to drop down below your favorite gourmand fragrances. If we have not connected on Instagram yet, Duolaine, come over and say hi, slide in the DM, and I will see you beautiful souls in the next one. Until next time, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous, Duolaines. Thanks for watching. Bye.